Who keeps ordering all this stuff?
It is a busy day. Today's our groundbreaking. FedEx is here with more awesome merch that we're going to be putting on our website throughout the holiday season here. Andy Stumpf is flying down with our coffee from Black Rifle Coffee for our grand opening. He should be landing literally any minute. Got to keep that coffee nice and hot, so we're helicoptering it from Kalispell, where his Black Rifle location is. We're actually going to have our own Black Rifle location in our new building, so that'll be kind of the Black Rifle Missoula spot. So just a big day of celebration, big moment breaking ground on this, and pretty proud of what we're accomplishing.
Unloading 41 boxes of, I don't know what this is, but
Did you just get back from a hunt?
yeah, we got back last night at like 1 a.m. from New Mexico. What's up, Ray?
What up, Riley?
And got our groundbreaking here in a little bit. Waiting for Andy to fly in some coffee for us, and yeah.
Coffee's here. Well, our coffee is here. When we do a groundbreaking, we need hot coffee. Andy doesn't mess around up at Black Rifle Coffee in Kalispell. They said they were going to bring it down, and he texted me yesterday. He was like, "I'm going to fly it down in the helicopter." So that's pretty cool.
What up, dude?
How's it going?
Told you we could land right here.
Pretty awesome.
What's up? Dude, how's it going?
Thanks.
All right. We got one in here.
All right.
Go. And the other one is in here. With creamer cups.
All right. Gotta twist that.
Your yard's kind of perfect to have a helicopter.
Yeah? You know?
Don't give him any ideas.
I was like, God, I hope you can see that the white electric fence in the frost.
Coming from the CFO jumps in there real quick.
No ideas, please.
All right, well, thanks. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
So, we just had Andy Stumpf literally drop off all of our coffee for our groundbreaking ceremony in his helicopter from Kalispell. Man, it probably was probably one of the most gorgeous flights ever this morning, because like the sun was insane, our larches are popping. Like, this is cool as hell. This is fun.
We are putting up some flags, getting ready for our groundbreaking ceremony. It's Kindle's first official event. Stop!
How's it look? Does it look good? I love finding out that I have to publicly speak
Oh my God.
5 minutes before I have to publicly speak.
How are you guys doing?
And I was speculating that it's not just that they make fantastic knives, that's obvious, but that they tapped into something in the culture. They had some foresight that people were more excited about quality than saving money.
Look at so many of the greatest innovations from America. Most of them have not come from our government. They've come from small business.
But I want them to see what we're doing. I want to set the example that they don't have to follow the crowd. They can build their own dreams. They can build a company that not only makes an amazing product, but also supports American-made jobs.
For us to be hiring now up over 70 employees, we're going to be hiring over 150 more employees after this building's built. We're very, very proud of what impact that's going to have on our county, on our schools, fire departments, and just the local business around us. The other thing that this building is going to represent, and the reason we chose this location, is you see we have some other land over here that we could have built on, but we chose this location because this is the most westerly point on our lot. And as you're coming into Montana, this is going to be the first building that you really see coming into the Missoula Valley. And I think Montana Knife Company sitting on this hill the entire way up this interstate, you're going to see Montana Knife Company sitting on this hill. It's not Amazon, it's not Walmart, Home Depot. It's Montana Knife Company. We are Montanans. So on this stone, this little piece that's nice for carrying in your pack, you can get get a nice spot to set it on, and just make a few passes. If we're in the middle of an elk, 3 or 4 passes on each side, kind of lightening pressure up as we go. Basically just the weight of the knife here. And then you can either strop back on this back side with the ceramic, or if you're wearing leather boots, a lot of times I will actually just strop right on the leather part of my top of my boot, if it's up here, or even on the toe box, if you're flexible enough to reach your toes. And then you're right back to work. And as we were, Remi and I, Remi Warren here, we were just discussing on the podcast, you know, a lot of times, and we're the same way, where we don't like to let a knife get like crazy dull during the process. I'd rather stop, stretch my back, take a second, get this stone out, and just do 3 or 4 passes, strop it, and now go back to work, feeling fresh, kind of got a fresh perspective on breaking down your animal, and you've got a fresh edge to work with. So
we got some of the Elkhorn skinners coming out. I got to be a part of the development process. Josh asked me, hey, I want to build you a knife. What do you want? We went through, we did a couple iterations. Been working on this for a little while, and it's about to drop. So checking them out, seeing them get put together on the assembly line down there. And yeah, I've been running it in the field, been using it quite a bit, and I'm really excited for people to get these in their hand and see if it's as natural for them as it was for me. Because when someone's like, let me build you a knife of exactly what you want, yeah, there's a lot of things. Like, I like a little bit shorter blade, bigger belly. The way that I hold a knife, I'm, you know, working kind of fast, so I like to be able to kind of index it with my finger, whether I'm gutting, skinning, you know, cutting off quarters, whatever. I also like to be able to choke up on the knife, but then have a really good grip and like no slip for the thumb when I'm working the knife in other ways. This knife just feels good in the hand. We were talking about it. It just feels like one of those stones you pick up off the ocean where it's just been smoothed. Everything about this knife just fits, and it works really well.
Yeah, the one thing I would add that this knife looks actually a heck of a lot different than any of our other MKC knives. Most of our knives have a lot more of a point. You know, this knife is more designed in that skinning perspective. When you look at a breakdown of an animal, especially like an elk, 95% of your work is going to be right on this part of the edge right here on the belly, and it's longer strokes, it's bigger strokes. You might be up here if it's hanging. You know, you're getting in these different angles, but it's about making a lot of progress fast, especially for somebody like Remi who guides. You know, they're moving fast. If you have a big long blade, it gets just a little bit sketchy, especially at night. It's under a headlamp. Everyone's cold, trying to get back to camp. To be able to have control, him and I use a knife very similar, where you can kind of pinch grip between the thumb and your middle finger there. It really locks in nice, finger on the tip here for control, and now you can really go fast. And this is just a blade, this is a knife that looks entirely different than everything else that we make, but honestly I think is going to be absolutely one of my favorite knives. I haven't gotten to use it in the field yet. Of course, Remi, a hunting machine, he's already used this thing like what most people would put 5 years in and not.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What do you, moose, elk,
mule deer, antelope. We've kind of done every Western big game species with. I haven't worked on a sheep with it yet, but we'll see.
Well, he's had it for 2 months, and he's already put half of American big game animals down with it. So anyway, yeah, it's a really cool blade, and the fact that this handle's also a bit wider back here than any of our other blades. So like Remi said, it kind of fills up that smaller part of your hand here with your pinky and ring fingers and whatnot, and gives you that ability to really index off of this ramp in the front with your thumb. The ergonomics of this are not a mistake. I mean, we kind of went back and forth on several different renditions with 3D printings and playing with it to get it to where it really felt good, and I think we did a pretty good job.
Really good job. It's awesome.
Yeah, this will drop on Montana Knife Company's website on October 31st. So this is a Halloween knife. And actually we got gray and black. This is Remi's color here. Matches one of your guns, right?
Yep, the Live Wild Weatherby, so.
Yeah. So this is kind of we'll have our 6 standard MKC colors, and then we've got this Live Wild gray and black edition here as well. So, and that one will actually come with the Live Wild logo on it. So it'll be pretty cool.
Awesome, really cool.
Hello everybody, my name is Josh Smith. I'm the CEO of Montana Knife Company, and I am very excited to announce a cool partnership and a new knife with Remi Warren called the ELKHORN Skinner. This is a knife that we came up with Remi, and I think it's one of the most unique knives we have ever built. Remi Warren is one of the most well-known and respected hunters in America, and he actually guides just south of here in the Bitterroot Valley for elk and deer. And so it seemed so fitting to come up with a skinning knife designed for elk hunters, deer hunters, and it's really truly an honor to work with Remi on this knife. Remi has so much experience, whether it's guiding in New Zealand, hunting all over the world, but especially right here in our home state of Montana. For decades, he has guided elk hunters in some of the toughest country that we have here in Montana. And nobody knows more about breaking down elk and deer and hunting elk and deer than Remi Warren. This little Elkhorn Hunter is a small knife. It's just got a 3 1/8 inch blade. It's 7.5 inches overall length on that thing, but it is a wide little sturdy knife for skinning elk. The design of the tip of this thing with the big belly out here and this broad front on it is gonna make for an awesome knife to just take big passes and do that fast skinning work. A lot of our knives have a really sharp pointy tip on them, where this knife doesn't. It's got enough of a tip that if you do need to get up in underneath that elk antler and cape it out, you can do that. But really, with the length of this knife and with this thumb ramp here, this allows you to really choke up on this blade and be very detailed, whether it's up inside the cavity of the elk where you can't see, you got your headlamp on, you're trying to go around that diaphragm, or it's skinning and just trying to make lots of quick work with your hand. This little knife and the ergonomics of it make it perfect for that. This handle is kind of fat. It's kind of wide back here. It's got a really nice palm swell in it, as well as the thong hole here. If you're somebody that likes to put a piece of paracord or a piece of leather through that, and maybe even lash it to your pack or your kit. But with that chubby little handle back there, it fills up your palm beautifully, and then that thumb ramp allows you to index with the top of your finger on this blade and really have amazing control over this knife. I gotta be honest, I absolutely love this little blade, and I don't think without Remi's input that this is a knife that I would have just designed on my own. And that's why we do these partnerships. It's why I like working with different people, whether it's veterans on our tactical line or hunters like Remi, to design a useful knife that is a bit different than everything else we have in our line. And this knife, this Elkhorn Skinner, is different than anything that we have. It's got a MagnaCut stainless steel blade. It's mirror polished. It's a beautiful little knife. It's got some jimping up on the top of the spine here if you do want to have your thumb up here. If you're really trying to get some pressure, it gives you a nice traction up there. And this G10 handle, the G10 handle scales are absolutely bulletproof. A little bit of our milling texture left on that, so it's not slippery in the hand. Doesn't want to pop out. You don't lose control, potentially cut yourself. All right, the other thing we've got, in addition to our 6 colors that we normally have with MKC, is Remi's own Live Wild colorway here. A black and gray, matches one of his favorite guns. And this knife is going to come with the Live Wild logo. So if you're a big Remi fan, this knife is logoed. The rest of these are the standard MKC without the logo. But Remi fans, the black and gray is going to come with that Live Wild logo. And this is a really, really cool color that I think you guys are going to love. And again, Remi matches his gun. He loved it. So that's the color he chose for his logoed knife. And like all of our hunting knives, it comes with a Kydex sheath. These knives click in beautifully, and it's got a Kydex clip on here where you can carry this knife horizontally on your belt, vertically, also on your pack strap, just about anywhere. This is a clip you can take off if you want to tuck it in the pouch behind your binoculars and your bino harness, and it's left and right hand carry. It's also got a retention screw here where you can suck that knife down in that sheath and be really sure you're not going to lose it. And like all of our knives, our generation promise, for those of you that don't know a lot about our brand, we stand behind these for life. I don't care if you give this to somebody, give it to your friend, whoever owns this knife and sends it in, we're gonna stand behind it. We're gonna sharpen it for free. We're gonna take care of it, clean it up, make sure the sheath is fitting right, and send it back to you the next day. And that's why you buy American-made knives. So That's the Elkhorn Hunter. It's an honor to partner with Remi on this. I can't wait to see the photos that we're gonna be getting from customers and how many people are gonna be using this knife. I think it's gonna become one of our most popular hunting knives in the next year. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. And I hope you put this to work skinning elk in the field.
What's up, guys? Colby here at MKC. I'm a knife tech from Florence, Montana, and today we're giving away the Elkhorn. It's a collab we did with Remi Warren. A shorter blade, it's one we haven't really done before. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You should win it. All you gotta do is like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And yeah.
Sign up for our email list.
Sign up for our email list.